Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be reviewing day number 2 of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers rookie minicamp. Yet another good day of practice in this one. A lot of positives to take away from it. A lot of young guys were able to go out there and make a good impression on the field. And we are getting this information again from our friends over at pewterreport.com and from Scott Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because, as I've said before, I can't be there in person for these events yet. Hopefully, again, something changes later on down the line, but for now, these are the sources that we are getting this information from. I've compiled it all together here. Let's start off by talking about the good. Western Kentucky wide receiver Jerreth Sterns had another good day of practice and gained praise from Buccaneers head coach Todd Bowles after practice. Bowles said that Sterns is very quick and flashed multiple times over the past 2 days of practice. And this is something that I think a lot of people expected going into this rookie minicamp, that Jerreth Sterns was going to go out there and put in some really, really good work. He was statistically one of the best wide receivers, if not the best statistical wide receiver in college football last year, and he is able to showcase a lot of good abilities here in this rookie minicamp, making a lot of tough catches, showing a lot of good route running ability. The dude, he's 5'7", 180 something pounds, something along those lines, but the dude is electric out there on the football field, at least to start here in this rookie minicamp. Very excited to see how Sterns continues to grow and progress here throughout the remainder of this Buccaneers offseason and the preseason as well. Another player that garnered some praise from Todd Bowles after practice was UNC cornerback Kyler Mcmichael, and Todd Bowles said of him that he is a very sharp player and that he is competing very hard. And this is a good thing to see for Mcmichael. I don't really know where any type of role may be for him. Maybe a special teams type thing. Maybe he's a practice squad guy. Who knows? But again, it's always a good thing whenever you're getting praise from the head coach of the football team. Some other people who did some good work in the wide receiver room was Utah State wide receiver Devin Tompkins, and Texas Tech wide receiver Kalen Geiger Jr. also showed up in practice today on offense. Again, we talked about Devin Tompkins in yesterday's video, but this is the first time we are mentioning Kalen Geiger Jr. Yesterday, it was Cameron Brown of Coastal Carolina. So, yeah, the two big wide receivers who a lot of people were excited for, a lot of people wanted to see show up, have shown up in the case of Jerreth Sterns and in Devin Tompkins. And you're also seeing some guys like Cameron Brown, like Kalen Geiger Jr. also be able to make some plays and make the most of their opportunities as well in that wide receiver room, which I always think is a good thing to see. Shifting to the tight end room, you had Yale tight end J.J. Howell, UW River Falls tight end Ben Buzzy, Memphis tight end Sean Dykes, and Minnesota 6th round draft pick tight end Ko Kieft all go out there and do some good work in practice today. Ko Kieft also did some work on special teams that got some praise as well. And in the case of Ko Kieft, this isn't the first day we mentioned him. We also mentioned him in yesterday's video. Great to see the Buccaneers 6th round draft pick be able to get a lot of work in. Cade Otton is still dealing with an ankle injury that has left him out of this Buccaneers rookie minicamp. The expectation is that he will be ready to go in July, but Ko Kieft is picking up the slack. Ko Kieft is making the most of those extra reps and getting a lot of good work in, not just on offense, but also in special teams, which could possibly be a role for him moving forward when thinking about possibly making the Buccaneers roster. You then also have Yale tight end J.J. Howell, UW River Falls tight end Ben Buzzy, and Memphis tight end Sean Dykes, who, again, good that they got some extra reps in there as well. To the running back room, Arizona State running back 3rd round pick Rashad White continued to impress for the second day in a row, much like a handful of the guys we have talked about already. Rashad White, really excited about him. I think that he is going to be a fantastic addition for this Buccaneers offense. Can't wait to see what he does in the other offseason programs that the team has moving forward. Much like, I talked about in day number 1, the dude looks like he can be a fantastic big-time running back in the NFL. And yeah, really rooting for Rashad White moving forward. He continued to impress. A couple of other running backs. UWG running back Jordan Jace had a decent day catching the football and doing some other things along those lines. And veteran running back Patrick Laird also did well in practice. White also, along with Keeft, was a player who got some good reps in on special teams. But I real quick want to talk about Patrick Laird because I did see a comment in yesterday's review video asking, why is Patrick Laird here? Well, the Buccaneers could very well bring in some more competition at that running back position. You do have Leonard Fournette, who is there right now. You do have Rashad White, who you assume is probably going to be that running back too. You then have Giovani Bernard, who was brought back to a one-year deal, and Keshawn Vaughn. But hey, you can never have enough guys, especially with the rules with the practice squad right now. It's always nice to have some guys in your back pocket in the case of injuries and whatnot. It's understandable that the Buccaneers would bring in a veteran running back like Patrick Laird to see what he can offer the team as maybe a backup veteran type of option, and it seems like he is doing some decent work here in day number 2 of the rookie minicamp. To the defensive side of the football, Clemson safety Nolan Turner got in some work today with Bucs safety coach Nick Rapone on certain drills throughout practice. Oregon safety Jordan Happel also made some plays in practice as well. But I real quick want to focus on Nolan Turner here because this is a player that a lot of people were excited about coming into these offseason programs like the rookie minicamp because you guys know the story. Nolan Turner, 2-time special teams captain, I believe, with Clemson, played over 700 plus special team snaps with Clemson while he was there. The dude is essentially born to play special teams, and it seems like he very well could get an opportunity to do that here at the NFL level with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who could use some help on special teams. They could use an improvement at players in that department. You can never have enough good special teams players, in my opinion. And the Buccaneers, hey, they did make some improvements. Jake Camarda's the new punter. You had Grant Stuard, who I thought was fantastic last year. KJ Britt did a fantastic job on special teams as well last year. But again, you could always add to that room. You can always add to those guys. They did lose Kevin Minter. They still have Grant Stuard. They still have KJ Britt. But who knows? Maybe Nolan Turner could be a fantastic punt gunner type of guy and also make some other opportunities for himself in the special teams unit as well. We will see. Really excited for Nolan Turner. Can't wait to see him grow and continue to carve out a role for himself, especially hopefully in the special teams department, because hey, that's essentially what this guy was born to do, is play special teams. And I know people may be overthinking like, oh, James is talking about special teams players. What the heck? What's the big deal? Well, again, you never know who's going to make an impact, and special teams is a big deal. It can have a huge impact on the game, and if Nolan Turner is going to be able to go out there and provide some positive plays on special teams, that's a great thing that you do want to see. But finally, rounding out the good things of the day of practice, James Madison defensive lineman Mike Green made a couple of plays, and Buccaneers' second-round draft pick defensive lineman Logan Hall was also showcased in some plays, especially Logan Hall with his impressive size and athleticism. The dude is a physical specimen. The dude is an athletic freak. We talked to him here on the channel, and it was an absolutely great time. Logan Hall has got all the traits that you want to see in a starting caliber defensive lineman in this league. He will get that chance to do so going into this upcoming season, and I think he's going to do an excellent job. Great to hear that he has been progressing well. He's been showcasing his speed, his agility, his size in these couple of days of practice. I know it's only shorts and shells. I said this in the previous review, but it's still great that he can go out there and showcase his athleticism and show the Buccaneers coaching staff what he can do moving forward. So very excited to see that. In terms of the bad folks, there isn't a ton here. Ball State, I believe cornerback JT Wahi had some communication issues with Zion McCollum during a play in practice. And speaking of Zion McCollum, a 4th-round draft pick Zion McCollum had a rough day, or had a rough play or two, I guess I should say. Not a rough day overall. He had a little bit of an up and down day overall. I would say more good than bad, but he did have a little bit of a bad play here or there. But the big thing with Zion McCollum was he was able to rebound. He was able to make a couple of good plays after he made a couple of bad plays, and that is what you want to see in young players, is that they're able to retain their mistakes, learn from their mistakes, and grow past their mistakes on the football field in terms of processing, instincts, all these other different types of things. Zion McCollum was able to showcase that a little bit in this practice today, and that is a great, great thing that you want to see. Todd Bowles also did give praise to Zion McCollum after practice saying that McCollum is a smart player. So, all in all, folks, there was a lot of good news to take away from this second day of rookie minicamp. A lot of good people on offense, guys like Stearns, guys like Tompkins. You had some guys on defense like Mcmichael, who was able to put in some good work. Mike Green, Logan Hall. Seems like all the draft picks who have been out there have been doing a very good job. And you've also been seeing some good work from some of these undrafted guys and people that are on some tryout contracts as well. So, all in all, really good couple of days here of the rookie minicamp. Really happy to see where things have progressed so far. Really happy for all of these young guys and the opportunities that they have been getting. And I'm excited to see what some of these guys can do moving forward now that some of them have made a good impression right off the bat. So, with that being said, I want your guys' thoughts. What do you think about day number 2 of the Buccaneers rookie minicamp? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What were some players that you came away impressed with after this practice? Again, you know, there was a lot of good there. Nolan Turner, almost forgot about him. Mike Green, some of the other guys that have been out there. Really cool to see those guys make some plays. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. I would love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.